Hi, welcome. What's with the chest pain and discomforts in peri and postmenopause? I want to spend this video talking about it because it's actually very common and super concerning in midlife. I hear from women almost daily concerned with uncomfortable sensations in the chest that seem to have materialized with the hormone shifts that accompany peri and postmenopause. I myself have been sucked back into the chest pain, doctor's visits, half dozen tests, and a lot of worry cycle, and it's front and center in my mind, so let's talk about it. When I say chest pain, I'm referring to a half dozen possible experiences, which I'm going to list, and a half dozen possible reasons for those discomforts in menopause. But before I do, I just want to state the obvious. Any concerning chest discomfort should be checked by the doctor because it is sometimes possible that it's heart-related, and that cause for chest pain has to be ruled out first. Having said that, there are many other reasons for chest pain in midlife and several different types of unease in that area. Let's talk about 5. I want to start with pain under the left breast because that's the experience I find myself dealing with right now, and it's taking up a lot of space in my head because of course it's scary. Your mind always goes to the worst case scenarios, so I'm back on the medical testing hamster wheel again. Cardiologist visits, ER visits, numerous tests, blood work, x-rays, fun times. Pain under the left breast seems to be a common occurrence in peri and postmenopause for several reasons that I'll get into later, and it can present as aching, throbbing, cramping, sharp, constant, intermittent, and burning. Next is the stabbing pain that strikes out of nowhere. This one gets me occasionally, and it's pretty disturbing, especially when it hits on the left side. It's an intense jab that comes out of nowhere, and it only lasts a few seconds, but it's painful and shocking enough to stop you cold and leave you feeling pretty anxious. Chest pain can also manifest as tenderness and soreness, typically in the center to left side, and can cause a great deal of discomfort, especially when you're moving around. The area can be so agitated that just pushing on the chest and ribs can hurt like heck and leave you convinced there's something terrible going on. Pain can come on as burning, cramping, soreness, fullness, or gnawing in the center of the chest as well, and can even extend into the back. These discomforts can be pronounced and uncomfortable and send many women to the ER afraid that it may be heart-related, and for good reason. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to the frequent doctor's visits for unexpected or persistent chest pain. Chest discomfort can occur on the right side too, typically under the rib, and can feel like a muscle cramp, stitch, sharp or intense pain, or a constant dull, aggravating annoyance. It doesn't spark the amount of fear left-sided pain does, but it's still very concerning. No matter how you feel chest pain, it's scary as heck. I know it scares the poop out of me. The number one fear is a heart problem, and as I mentioned earlier, that needs to be ruled out first, along with several other medical conditions. But there are 7 possible reasons for chest pain that are common in peri and postmenopause. When estrogen falls, collagen loss increases, and so does inflammation, and that can leave sore, angry muscles all over the body, the chest included. The muscle aching and pain can even travel from the chest up into the neck and shoulders and leave you feeling very uncomfortable. I've even had the muscles under my ribs on the right side Charlie horse on me. Now that hurts. The inflammation can affect the ribs and breastbone as well and lead to costochondritis, a benign but extremely uncomfortable condition that seems to be more prevalent in menopause. I have this, and even pushing on the ribs on the left side can be very tender and sore, and moving around can make it worse. Digestive problems, which are super common when hormones shift, can also play a role in chest-related discomforts. Reflux, gastritis, trapped gas, heartburn, and constipation can all cause a great deal of distress, some of which occurs in the chest. Another super common and terrible symptom that can affect the chest is anxiety, which can be absolutely brutal in midlife. I speak with women daily experiencing anxiety and panic, and it can absolutely cause intense and uncomfortable sensations in the chest, which often exacerbate anxiety further. Nerve glitches can be partly responsible for chest pain also. Low estrogen affects the autonomic nervous system and can cause things like palpitations, chest pain, and strange and unnerving sensations in the chest, among other things. Hormone fluctuations can and do affect the breasts and lead to a great deal of soreness, tenderness, aching, and even sharp pain that can be interpreted as chest pain. Sometimes it's very hard to differentiate between the two. And stress, which is significantly elevated in peri and postmenopause, can cause physical manifestations, and chest pain and intense feelings in the chest are included. Dealing with all of these chest-related discomforts will depend on what's causing them, obviously, so getting to the bottom of things will help you tackle the problem. Improving your digestion, lowering inflammation, replacing lost collagen, and reducing stress are all good places to start while you're trying to narrow down the cause of your chest pain. Before menopause, I never gave a second thought to what was happening inside my chest because I never felt so much as a twinge. Now my chest seems to be a constant source of anxiety. There always seems to be something bothering me, and I'm so over it. I hope you're one of the lucky ladies sailing through menopause that has absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. But if you're watching this video, you likely have the chest discomforts as well in one variety or another. And I'm sorry about that. It's terrible. I wish health, happiness, and peace of body and mind in midlife for each of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.